The Big Voice. KWTN 100.9 FM. Nebraska. The official radio station of the Winnebago Tribe.
KWTN 100.9 FM. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a brisk January Tuesday right here. We are joining live here in the Big Voice Studios via Winnebago Tribe of Nebraska, broadcasting out of Allen, Nebraska. We are official 100.9 FM, the Big Voice. And so here today, we have a lot to discuss. We want to appreciate everybody that's doing a lot of good things that the winter weather is upon us. We are going to be talking to the Physical Resources Director, Mr. Brian Chamberlain. We also have Mr. Kevin Ebert, the Multimedia Coordinator for the Communications Department. We have some updates regarding the Winnebago Tribe's website, and there's a lot of information out there. So we're going to be talking to Christina Parker, the Winnebago Tribe's webmaster, and she's also the Winnebago Indian News desktop publisher. So we got some good events coming on in, and it sounds like Bethani, our win editor, is under the weather, so she'll hopefully be joining us and whatnot. So we want to take it away and welcome in everybody. So go ahead and say hello to each and every one of them. We say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night for those people that are tuning in overseas. So, Kevin, how you feeling?
I'm feeling rather good.
All righty. Christina?
Hi, P and Hi, P.
All right. There you go. I love it that we involve some of the language.
What was the second one?
Good night.
Oh, okay.
Brian? Well, let's see here. Brian's a little tricky here.
Is this on?
Yeah, there
morning,
you go.
everyone.
Just trying to
Good morning.
silence him. Silence the man. Just want to make sure I got my mics all ordered up and everything too. But yeah, so we have a lot of events coming up. One of the things that we do want to make mention is, I know you guys been busy with some live streams and stuff. How's that been going up there at the Winnebago Public School?
It's been rather well. We're getting more, in tune with each other, and I think we're getting good shots, and
Yeah.
we're getting a lot of good compliments from people from around the area, seeing, watching our shows.
Okay, so we have a huge one this coming Thursday because it's Fan Appreciation. It is against Ponca. Make sure you mark your calendars, and that's going to be kicking off varsity girls and varsity boys. And I believe one of the sponsors is Ho Chunk Incorporated that's going to be coming in, and they do, I believe, like the first 500 fans get free hot dogs. So,
The first 497, because I get the first 3.
oh, okay. All right. So you can join
For
us.
my crew, not just me.
Yeah. I hope they're doing good. I know I've been out of the office the last week and everything too, but they had the post-holiday tournament. Looks like they took down that one. They were in action last night, and they do have the Big Voice Sports Talk Show. So if you guys want to get the latest rundown, they go in depth on how the season's going, and that's with Coach Q and B Love in the house. Okay, so anything else as far as live streams coming up?
One game that I'm excited for is Bancroft.
Oh, Bancroft, yes. So Bancroft is
Yeah, we got some Ho Chunks on their team too.
Yeah.
Bancroft
I have
last.
some Chinchkes on there.
How are they doing?
Doing pretty good.
Are they?
Yeah.
One's the leading scorer.
When is that game?
I'm not sure. I go 1 week at a time.
Yeah. Pretty good. All right, so we're going to change the subject here. We're going to turn it on over here to the Physical Resources Director. He's also helps us with the Winnebago Indian News. I know that you made some, you wrote some articles and things like that, but how is the winter weather treating physical resources?
Actually pretty good, as what anyone knows who's living here locally, we haven't got a whole heck of a lot of snow, anything at least, leading up to any depths. And I guess I should say knock on the table, then you hear that, but whatever. But at the same time, that does not mean that you should not shirk the responsibilities you have for a lot of different areas that Physical Resources deals with. When we were visiting the Senior Citizen Center prior to the new year, one of the main things that we were talking about at that time was fire hazard safety. So a lot of people are using space heaters, etc. Remember, those things must be plugged in and they must be, I guess, turned off appropriately. A lot of people forget that heat is the main cause of fires, and space heaters are definitely a threat for that. So if you are using a space heater, make sure that it's used appropriately.
Well, if you do have a space heater, make sure you don't plug it into an extension cord
Exactly.
through a surge protector. I mean, it tells you right on the label, and I've actually witnessed it. I had one plugged into a surge protector, and it was out in the hallway, and I walked out, and that thing was almost catching on fire. It was all black, and there were sparks. I'm like, oh, I mean, I just caught it.
You lucked out, huh?
Yep.
Yes, indeed. There's a lot of things with that, and that's why we did the fire safety outreach. And if you have any questions, you can always get a hold of Julie with the Emergency Management Department. She has a lot of good information to share with you. But at the same time, the main thing is, remember, they should be plugged directly into the wall, like Kevin said, and at the same time, make sure that they are turned off appropriately and that they are allowed to cool, because heat is one of the main causes of unnecessary fires.
I did not. Speaking of fires, this is an interesting one that came across my timeline. Is that there was like, make sure you watch the four-legged relatives, the fur babies that are at home, because one of them was chewing on like a glove that was heated, or a heated glove. I think it had like a battery pack on it, and he punctured that, and it was sitting on the couch. He was just chewing. You know, the people were at work, the family was at work and stuff, and then all of a sudden the couch caught on fire.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I mean, you just never know what those cats.
Yeah.
Cats will jump on the counter if you have lit candles in the middle of the night or anything like that, you know. So you just got to be careful and check out those smoke alarms.
Absolutely, yeah, and it's a good time to do that, especially, you know, I think they say it every 6 months when you do the fall back and spring forward. So we're coming up to that. That's the time to check the batteries in your smoke detectors and actually change them, because most smoke detectors won't let you know that the battery's dying. So just change it out when you spring forward or you fall back. That's when you should change that. At the same time, also remember, CO2 detectors do get old and they do age. So follow the recommendations on the packaging and don't think that, oh, it's been down there for 8 years. No, it's time to get a new one. And CO2 is a very dangerous thing as well. Remember to always keep things ventilated, especially in the furnace areas, etc. So if you have a CO2 protector and it's been there for a number of years, it's time to get a new one.
I see we're going to kind of change the subject, but then the same line in your realm there, Brian, is that a lot of construction for those that are outside of Winnebago, or maybe you haven't been to Winnebago in a while and stuff, but there's a lot of construction, and I see that the EMTs moved into the building.
Yes.
It's been open.
Yep.
I think we had that grand opening,
Back
ribbon
in
cutting.
December, yeah.
Yep, back in December. What's the latest on the one that's north of town, and that's the Human Services?
Yeah, the Human Services Department is getting a new building there, also directly north of town, right next to the new EMS fire station that you see there. Their timeline is moving backward just a little. It's moving into March, and that's when they're anticipated to have everything done. We visited it last week and got a pretty good tour of it. There's substantial completion done, but just some things, you know, to shore up, as well as the external areas. They still need to do part of the sidewalk, etc.
Yeah.
But in March, they anticipate full completion, and then of course they'll do a ribbon cutting, they'll move everyone in. There's a child care facility, there's, you know, CFS areas as well, and a lot of different offices. So many of the workers who are currently in the Neola Walker building will be moving to that location, and the services that they currently have will be enhanced because they have a lot more room.
Nice, nice. And then I see east of those buildings is the Boys and Girls Club. We need to get an update from them. I know that I believe this is right. They got a new unit director or a CEO. I'm not sure which one it is and stuff. She sent out a flyer, and I invited her up here to Winnebago Talks. So that's upcoming, and you know, I know that they're hitting the ground running and stuff. But that's pretty exciting for the youth of Winnebago, the new Boys and Girls Club.
Yeah, that project is very much under, you know, the control of the Boys and Girls Management and those individuals, while we are taking care of some of the administrative duties of that. That is very much their project.
Right. Alrighty. So, and I invite you to stay on here, Brian, because you can chime in. But we're going to turn our attention here over to the webmaster, and you know, there's a lot of good things. But you guys recently debuted a new process for the online committee ads. Can you tell us about that process?
So right now, we have a new QR code that you can scan with your phone. We have it on the big screen, and then we're gonna do some flyers, And so right now, you can apply fully online. You don't have to download a PDF and do all that. So it's just strictly online, and it goes straight to where it needs to go, and
Nice.
a lot faster.
A lot convenient, yeah,
Yeah.
because before you had to go down to see administration. Sometimes you couldn't get a lunch break or whatever, try to pick up one of those PDFs, take it back, sign it, fill it out, and then try to return it. It took a lot to make sure that took place and stuff, but we're trying to make it more convenient so that we have a higher rate of people that submit for these committees. Can you tell us some examples of what committee postings are available right now?
From what I can remember, without looking, I know there's one for the Hemp Commission and the Development Group.
Okay.
Yeah, those are the only two I can really remember.
I thought I seen one that said the Powwow Committee. Has that been filled?
Oh yeah. Last I checked, which was last week, and no applicants. So, if anybody is out there listening and wants to be part of the homecoming celebration Powwow Committee, please apply.
Yeah, and we are both work hand in hand. I know that you help with the grounds, and we
Yes.
help with the live stream, and then you're on the committee itself and stuff. There's
Yes.
a lot of people that have good ideas, and sometimes those ideas turn into complaints. So if you don't want to complain, one of the best things you can do is try
Right,
to make a
yeah.
difference and jump in there as the Powwow Committee.
Exactly.
And I know that save the date. It's going to be in July. The last full weekend in July is how I remember it. So you look at the dates on the weekend. If it goes into August, it's not going to be that weekend. It's going to be like July. I want to say the 26th this year is that Saturday, right?
I thought it was 24.
Yeah, 24th.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Let me get right here. Yep. So we're going to start up July 23rd. It's a Thursday. We'll go into Friday, July 24th, 25th, and we'll conclude on July 26th. You have some information about the grounds itself.
Yes, indeed. The Physical Resources Department is very, very much underway of having a GIS mapping of the Powwow grounds for a lot of different reasons. The first reason we're doing is we want to give an architectural grade map to the Winnebago Tribal Council, to the Powwow Committee, and to the veterans. So anyone who has any type of activity where they want to either renovate something or add something in or build something or just do something with the grounds, they're going to have an architectural grade map with which they can build their plans instead of saying, hey, let's put it over there. Now they're going to know why it should go here or why it shouldn't. It's going to also have a topographical reference, and then there's a lot of good stuff with that. The other main thing that we're going to be putting into that, because the map is near complete, I just spoke with the director yesterday, what we're going to do is a pre-staking for all of the family campsites. That will be a very public process, so if anyone's out there listening to this, don't panic, you're not going to lose your spot. What we're going to try to do is, in the pre-staking, pre-map the areas so that way there's no land rush on Monday, and we don't have
You titled it Land
yes,
Rush.
and we don't have a bunch of hard feelings and whatever else. People are going to get to basically have the legacy site. So if your family has camped there for decades, you're not going to get moved. Don't worry about that. We're going to do everything that we can to make sure that everybody is satisfied. And then for those people wondering, well, what about people that aren't from here? There are over 300 available campsites in a 30 by 30 space. So there's going to be plenty of spots for visitors.
Nice. Well, thank you for that update. And then the grounds itself is how old?
Well, the Winnebago Tribe received a grant in 1976 for $300,000 to basically formulate and create what we see currently in its modern, I guess, pattern or structure. And so that has been in place now for 50 years as of 2026.
The grounds itself.
They've
Did
been there
you
much
know?
longer, but yeah.
Yeah, so that's more reason to tune into Winnebago Talks, because the fact is, next time you go to the Powwow Grounds area,
Yes.
and you have some stories, we all probably have some stories
Oh,
about
yeah.
the Powwow Grounds area and stuff, but you were doing some coverage for the Winnebago in the news. And tell them about that.
Yeah, okay. I'll try to shorten it up. So last year at the very end of spring, it was a beautiful, beautiful spring morning. Bright blue sunshine and, everything in the sky. There were no leaves on the tree, so I was going to do a hype video because, of course, we were bringing up, that year's powwow celebration. And so what I decided to do was start the video at the top of the landing where the dancers come in for grand entry.
Right.
And I basically walked down, and when I reached the arena, I panned from the left to the right. So when you stop a video before you put it on Facebook, it goes through a process called rendering. So my phone was saying rendering, and it takes a little while because the video was about 3 minutes. So when it was finished rendering, it said, do you want to add audio? And I was like, no. So when I clicked that, it said, there's voices on there. And I was like, voices? Because I was not speaking.
Yeah,
Nothing.
and you weren't around anybody, right?
No,
And you're
I
by
was
yourself.
By myself at the bottom of the landing, looking out into the arena. So when I was viewing it to see, okay, what was on there, and then when I was panning back toward the center drum pit, across the bottom, what's that called? The closed caption.
Yeah.
Said, who are you? Yes, and I swear to God, I was not speaking. All I was doing was taking the shot. So I was kind of like, okay. So I did my best rudimentary introduction to Ho Chunk, and I left it at that. So I was like, yeah. So, but yeah, some people were like, gee, what was going on? Well, somebody was there watching me and asked me who I was. So I told them, and so yeah.
Nice. We're very excited
Yes.
as you can see, we're talking about it in January. So if you have an opportunity and you're thinking about putting your name in the hat for the Powwow Committee, new process there. QR code's up there on the big screen for those people that are in town. You just go down there, grab your smartphone, you go to the camera area. If you don't know how to, you know what QR stands for, Kevin?
Only QR on it was quick trip.
You almost got it, but it's quick response code. So the more you know, but it makes it easier to do that. And it really started to, it's been around for a while, but remember they had to do menus and everything during the pandemic, you just scan the menu, and so it's not
So
spreading
is the
germs.
urban legend about QR true? That the man who invented it, they said it wouldn't work or whatever, so he sold it like for this really ridiculous low amount, and now it's everywhere. Is that true?
Oh, I never heard that.
Yeah, like the guy who invented it, then it's not gonna work. People won't do that, whatever and stuff. So he sold it like for basic bare bones amount.
Right.
And then now it's like
The Nike sign.
pretty much, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. That's crazy. The other one I seen too was the Super Soaker guy. The guy that invented the
Yeah.
Super Soakers, man, those were freaking phenomenal and stuff, using pressure and all that. But he never got the royalties for it until not too long ago. So it's pretty interesting. One of the things that I also want to make mention is if you go to WinnebagoTribe.com, there's a lot of good information out there. Just kind of take us, if you've never been to WinnebagoTribe.com, the person behind the curtain, if you think about the Wizard of Oz and stuff like that, is right here. So if you guys have any ideas or anything like that, but what's your probably like top 3 places where they hit?
So I review analytics quite often. So employment, when you do a organic search for the Winnebago Tribe, the employment page comes up. So of course that would be like the top link to get into the site. So that, and then it's usually that, and then the win is one, and then the radio station page.
Oh, radio, Big Voice Radio is top 3, huh?
Yeah.
Nice. That's good to hear. Let me take a look here. So you have right there, and let's talk about this. Brian, you can chime in, and Kevin. But it says right on the top, you go to the homepage, WinnebagoTribe.com. Free all Winnebago Tribal members, free tribal ID. Click here for details. And tell us a little bit more about that.
From the information that we were given is because of all of the, whatever you want to call it, regarding immigration enforcement, etc., many tribal peoples are being targeted simply because of skin color. And I say it that way, and people don't like bringing that up, but the Supreme Court actually upheld that the ICE individuals can target individuals based on physical traits. I know that sounds absurd, but that's what they ruled. So at the same time, brown people are being targeted, and of course Indians, we fit into that. Well, most of them, I don't, but at the same time, that's the reason why it's out there. So we have a lot of relatives, not only here locally, but also in the Minneapolis area where a lot of this seems to be centered, but it's happening all across the country. So be prepared, know your rights, and understand that as tribal people, there are certain things that you don't have to adhere to, etc., but definitely look into that, and always carry your IDs.
So you can get a free one. Usually it costs a little bit of money and stuff, but this is going to be valid for, what did they say, to March 14th, 2026.
Yeah.
If you guys can share that information right now, it's a pretty interesting time in America, and we just want to make sure that if anybody needs a tribal identification card, and we endorse and also support that you carry that with you, just in case that some of us might have traits and stuff. It's crazy that I'm saying this in the 2026, you know. One of the things, this is going to be my rant of the day. I'm just going to get into it right now. This is my opinion and my opinion only and stuff. But they give Homeland Security upwards of $100 billion budget, right? And they can't figure it out. You know what I mean? Like, they're buying, like, these new Tahoes and getting all these, you know, I mean, the ICE uniforms and... They're getting the flash grenades and all this stuff, man. But, man, can't you, like, take one of that $1 billion and use some technology? Or, like, I don't know, like, put something on the border, like 5 miles.
It has no parameter, so it's...
It's a different agenda, right?
Yes.
Because they could definitely figure it out, man. Give me $1 billion and I'll have it figured out somehow, some way. But they have 100, not 1 billion, 100 billion.
Well, I'm really liking the memes now, of course, because the Homeland Security Director is the former governor of South Dakota, and I like the one that said it the best. There's a reason why all nations in South Dakota banned her from their lands, and that's the reason why. The woman is a hateful, hateful person, and it's just ridiculous. I love how she gets torn up on Saturday Night Live and every other place, because she deserves it. She's a hateful woman, and I hope she goes down in flames.
Man, just tribal members, please be safe out there, and do the much as possible. I know that there's a lot of information. I've seen other tribes, like if you do get stopped, there's guidelines and there's also some advice. There's the numbers out there. The Native American Rights Fund number is posted out there. And then I believe last night Kevin was in attendance, but the Winnebago tribe also passed a resolution that will get out as communications. Is that correct, Kevin?
Yes, sir.
All right. So back to the website. We are talking about right on the banner there. You could see it says free, all Winnebago tribal members, free ID. And then that site went live. It looks like it's what do they call it? A fillable PDF. So you don't have to, you know, and then you send that off to enrollment@winnebagotribe.com. Enrollment@winnebagotribe.com. You ever hear those commercials that keep repeating the number so it stays in your mind? So if you have any questions, guys, enrollment@winnebagotribe.com. There's people behind there. They should get to your email. And then also, if you don't get a response and stuff like that, keep trying, because there's probably a lot of people that are trying to get their tribal IDs. So you scroll down here on the Winnebago Tribes page, Honor, Tradition, and Pride. There's a quote from Reuben A. Snake Jr. Then it says Home to Fiber Project. What's that about?
So the Winnebago, well, you might know a little bit more in depth than I do, but the Winnebago tribe is gonna be or is working on their own fiber for the area, and it spans out towards Emerson up to Sioux City and across the river to our Iowa land. And I know they've been working very hard on it, so we're just trying to get all our property owners the approval to lay wire for this project.
Yeah, every homeowner needs to sign up for this, what they call the SLR, a service line agreement.
Yeah, service line agreement.
And it's how do you say it?
Jaw jump.
Jaw jump.
Yeah.
Lightning.
Yep.
Lightning Telecommunications, Jaw Jump, for those people that don't know what it stands for. But they have a service line agreement. So if you click on that too, and you're a homeowner here in town, make sure you sign up so that we can get this process rolling, so fiber can be starting to be laid in the ground, and we can bring you more. They said it was going to be pretty good. Fiber compared to broadband, and then what was the other one? Phone lines before that? Dial up.
Oh gosh.
You remember that tone?
Yes, sadly I do remember that. Yes. Yes.
What about the pages loading?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh my gosh.
One thing I think is kind of not so great. I just found out my village of Thurston, denied the fiber. They don't want it.
What?
And if anybody from Thurston listening or paying attention, I plan to attend the next meeting and find out why. I mean, they told the tribe that what we have is good enough. I'm like, half our town's on Starlink.
Starlink.
And we're going to be way so much cheaper to be able to get that, but right now I don't have the opportunity.
Yeah, it's good that those people in and around Thurston and stuff, you address your concerns.
All the way there. I mean, it's free. You just got to pay for it,
I'm not going to be surprised because of your proximity to Fort Pender. So Camp Thurston, I'm sure, is going to be right.
Oh, I
on the same
guarantee you.
thing.
It's Fort Thurston.
No, it's Fort Pender and Camp Thurston.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, that's the Winnebago Tribe's website. Now let's turn our direction to the Winnebago in the news. They have some big news as well. I wish our win editor was here to debut it and stuff, but they turned how many years old?
54.
Wow, congratulations. Can you believe that? That little Winnebago Indian News started out as an idea, and it was a necessity because people weren't picking up all the positive things.
Right.
And it's been going on for a while.
Started in 1972 by former tribal council leader Neola Walker, may she rest in peace, but she was the originator for the Winnebago Indian News, and it went on for many, many years. Also under her leadership, but transitioning under many other people, myself included, and our current editor, of course, is Bethany Redhorn. The headline is something that I'm glad that we brought back into that, because last year when I did that, and then the previous year, it's kind of a look back into the previous year. So she kind of did the highlights from 2025.
Yeah.
And that's always a good thing, because when you look back a year, it's like, wow, that, and then some of them you kind of forget about.
Yeah.
But at the same time, 2025 was a pretty dynamic year, so that was the headline. And of course, we featured the information from the tribe's annual unicameral luncheon held down in Lincoln, where the Winnebago tribe hosts the state senators from the Nebraska unicameral. That is always a very well attended effort. And the thing with that, because I wrote that story once more, but I always want to point out, we have such a limited window with the senators, and it truly is like a bang, 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 hurried type event, but we make the most of it. And everybody that comes to that, I'm so happy about who gets to put it together and who gets to participate, but it really is an opportunity for the Winnebago tribe and its leadership to reintroduce themselves to the senators, because as what we wrote in the article, but when many people don't realize, the unicameral does have term limits. So every cycle there are new people in the building who have never had any exposure to the Winnebago tribe, and so that's a good opportunity to introduce us to them as well, because of course our partnership with the Nebraska unicameral and the Nebraska government is legendary, and I wrote that in there. Many of our leaders say the same thing, including the late Frank Lemire. When the Winnebago tribe speaks, people listen.
Yeah.
And that is very, very true. The Winnebago tribe has an excellent reputation in and around the Lincoln area, and it's nice to see it continue to move on one more year.
Yes. The focus of this year's luncheon was to advocate for increasing funding for tribal colleges, something that's very important in collaboration with the state of Nebraska.
Yes.
That we live in the state of Nebraska, but we're part of the state of Nebraska. So we just want to make sure that we appreciate everybody that did that. President Patel from Little Priest Tribal College, he was in attendance and did a kind of a PowerPoint presentation. Danelle Smith, our legal counsel for the Winnebago tribe, working with Big Fire Law Firm, she was in attendance, and then we got to meet with all the senators and legislators and
Yes. Yep.
some of their aides. And
Yeah, that's the thing about it, because of the timeline, not all senators can come to that. They do send staff members, but that is really where we do kind of the networking and the outreach, because to that point, the subject matters that we try to focus on from year to year, they are very important. So this year, tribal college funding got mentioned, like you said, but also another one was to where the state would actually provide recognition to traditional adoptions. And so that is another one that needs to be brought to the fore, because of course the Winnebago tribal court system stands on its own, and some of the orders that come out of there are not always recognized by the state. So we have to create the legal pathways to provide those type of things.
definitely. Christina, you've been part of the Winnebago Indian News. How'd you get your start?
So when Jerome was the editor, the previous desktop publisher was leaving. I believe her name was Trish.
Yeah, she retired.
Yeah, and so they needed somebody else to lay out the paper, and me being a graphic designer, so they approached me and said she trained me a little bit, and
Yeah.
let me have it, and I took off.
So your job's not, it's to put it together, basically.
Yeah, so
And-
like all the ads, all the articles, I lay all those out. It's like a big puzzle, basically.
And Brian, you've been our previous Win editor, then you moved over to Physical Resources as a director. But
Yeah.
tell me kind of why is the Winnebago Indian News unique?
It is the voice of the people, and that's one thing that I've definitely maintained, and I also got that from some of the previous editors. They've said it even point blank, word for word. The Winnebago Indian News is the voice of the people. It belongs to the tribe. So we do have, on occasion, items that are inserted, and of course we always have our signature policy. Any letters must be signed and that type of thing, whatever. But it is an opportunity for the Winnebago tribal people not only to receive the important information, like you said in the introduction, but also to share information. But all that information must be signed, especially if it's a personal opinion. And we do invite that. A lot of people kind of, maybe they don't want to say something or they don't know who to ask or whatever. Sign a letter and put it into the Win, and you'll get some responses to that. It is your voice.
We always appreciate, one of the ideas that I got was the question of the issue. And it's kind of like, what are
Yeah.
those called, those oxymoron kind of things? Or what is that called? Like, here's an issue that we have. But the question of the issue is, what is one lesson and one blessing from 2025? We kind of recapped that year. We put the close to the year of 2025. And what'd you say, Kevin?
My lesson was not to trust your gut instinct.
Yeah.
Don't go against it. If
Yeah.
you got a feeling, go with it.
Yeah. And what was your blessing?
I liked yours better. It was along the same lines.
Yeah.
But working here.
Working here?
Yeah, working here. That's what you say, your coworkers. And I like that.
Christina?
So I thought about that. I didn't really have like a significant lesson.
Yeah.
But I really, like this past year, I really noticed that I enjoy like learning stuff and creating new things. So I considered mainly a blessing for this year.
The ability to learn and be more creative. Yeah, definitely. Brian?
I think if I remember correctly, the lessons that I put out there were learning to stay in the moment and also to appreciate those around you.
Yeah.
Those that remain genuine in your life, etc. And then the blessings were similar, and also at the same time taking advantage of every opportunity as it comes to your life, because time is fleeting and you should definitely take advantage of what you have while it's in front of you.
Exactly.
For sure. So make sure you check it on out. You can see the other staff's one lesson and one blessing from 2025, and feel free to start up a conversation. I know that Ricky Jacobs always kind of throws in his submission, and there's other people that do that as well. They do have some ads in there, including the one for the fan appreciation that's going to be taking place. So there it is right there on the screen. But you go to one of those pages, and the whole code of that new no weapons allowed, a valid concealed carry permit does not authorize you to carry a concealed weapon into this area. Tribal Code Title 3, Article 7, Resolution 26-61. And you're gonna need magnifying glasses to read it, but
That was a lot of pages.
Yeah, you just want to make sure that if you have an opportunity, the code is on the website. So I'm glad that Christina's here, our webmaster, to kind of direct people to that. If you want to kind of get into the meat of what the tribal code says and some of the things, a lot of people like to carry kind of weapons, far as even down to like what they may mention. I know Chief of Police Lone Wolf was here before, and he talked about brass knuckles, and those are dangerous weapons and stuff too. But and then people are saying, well, I have a permit, but you cannot bring that concealed weapon into a school. All right, so just want to make sure. And then some of the buildings that will have these signs displayed, I believe Brian, some of your coworkers
Yes.
and under your department are going to be ordering up some of those signs.
Yeah, the
and
CEO actually just sent a email earlier this morning for the staff to begin the collection of that so they can be mounted on each of the buildings.
All righty. So the also, just to kind of reiterate, make sure you go and check out the Winnebago in the News. A lot of good information, including the Little Priest 2026 Extension Programming Calendar is out. They got some good kind of workshops. I like the one about food preservation, canning. You know, like I never thought about it growing up and stuff, but pickles.
Yeah.
You know, that's a big part of like a snack and stuff. And I was like, wow, I would really like to learn how to make pickles.
Those ones that you used to be able to get back in the day, which were kind of the larger ones, you know, I don't find those anymore because you used to get them like at powwows,
right,
and stuff, or wherever, or like a county fair,
Wally
or
Rogers,
like
Walmart.
that. Yeah,
they have them at Walmart.
They're not the same. The size wise they are, but how they were pickled, it's slightly different.
Oh, okay.
Because
my kids love the Mount Olive.
Oh yeah, well pickles are good no matter what, but I'm just saying. So, yeah, except the bread and butters, you can keep those.
Well, yeah,
those are like no. No.
We'll have to make sure we get a kind of an interview with the extension program manager and kind of go from there.
Yeah.
I got a question for you guys. Who's a big fan of Billy Dean? Well, anyways, yeah, it must be.
I kind of like Paula Dean.
Mo butter baby. Billy Dean's going to be at Winnebago's Casino Resort Saturday, March 14th. And if you folks are interested in that, there's a big ad on the back of the Winnebago in the News. So appreciate Winnebago's. Who's going to be hosting the last Bear Moon Winter Celebration? And that's going to be, mark your dates, February 28th. It's a one-day celebration over at Winnebago's Casino Resort. And we're starting at 12 p.m. A day of food, arts and crafts, dancing and singing. We'll bring you a live streaming, and we have probably more announcements as the committee gets more details down the road. So,
have you picked your head staff yet?
No.
Okay.
Not yet.
No.
I know.
I think they really need to pay attention to this one because we got some new things going to happen.
Yeah, it's going to be cool.
We got some stuff. We just can't tell you guys about it yet.
I mean, like, we dream about this stuff. I know that you're dreaming about this
Yeah,
stuff.
we
You know what I mean? Like,
we
we're
have
gonna try
meetings about this stuff. I mean, you know, we talk about this and get excited.
Yeah. So it's a good time for, I know that the Oto celebration, our relatives to the south there, they had their winter encampment last Saturday. It sounded like it went pretty good. Some of the relatives from Winnebago, Cassie and the crew, they went down there. I think the Ho Chunk Nation, they sent their president down there. So it's good to renew those connections. And again, you know, everybody's invited to the last Bear Moon Winter Celebration, February 28th. Okay. Anything else from the Webmaster and Physical Resources Director? I appreciate you guys coming on a whim.
So for me, I want to work on the homepage because like right now they're like, it's just kind of blah. So like we have all these events coming up and I want more direction on the site versus having to look, you know, at each page and figure it out. Where's everything at?
Yeah.
I want the homepage to bring you right to where you want to go.
Oh.
So like, I'm thinking the face will change here soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of a revamp and stuff. That Brandon Stout, our IT director, was kind of the administrator for the website for a very long time. But I know I was going to make mention. Last night was the very first tribal council meeting held at 5 p.m. And the reason they did that is because they took away the live streaming. It's on pause for now, just because there's a lot of kind of threats, and it has to deal with artificial intelligence. All right, and we don't kind of know that realm just yet. We're going to try to get some training as communications and our tribal council and make sure that everything's safe and stuff. But our IT director always talks about pirates. It talks about, what do they call it, where they hold you ransomware?
Yes.
They hold all your stuff in ransomware and stuff. So we just wanted to make sure. But the reason they had it at 5 p.m. is so people can attend in
person.
Yeah, in person. They're open to tribal members.
And we had it too last night. And then the council was real appreciative of it. You know, they really thought it was nice that they had people in the chambers that they could have a conversation with, you know, about the topics that concern them.
They are still virtual. There's a virtual option, but in person is always better. We're going to encourage that if you can do that. But there might be times where you can join us virtual, and I think we had some virtual participants. Let them know how, if tribal members out there, if they don't know, you know, you still can attend, but what do we do? You
can send an email to Annabeth or Christina or myself. Man, I had a train of thought, and then you asked me. Oh, I was gonna say to make one of the things though about not being on before when we do the mid-monthly and regular, anybody could attend. We do it on YouTube. Now it's only travel members only. So I mean, I think if you're mid-month, you can go down if you're not a travel member. But I mean, only way to get on the Zoom link is you have to be a verified travel member with a travel ID.
Yeah, and you guys will ask that too.
Yes.
So if you come in as a Big Dega or something like that, they're going to ask you like, "Who's Big Dega?" And
Big
then
Auntie.
Yeah, and if you don't respond, yeah.
You know who that is.
If you don't respond, they're going to boot you off.
Yes.
Just so you know. So make sure you have mic capabilities, and you don't have to put your camera on. That's not a requirement. It's just
We prefer you not to, unless you're involved in the meeting. I mean, because it can be distracting. I mean, one lady was on there in her nightgown, and it's just sometimes it's people ain't thinking.
Yeah. Especially our elders and stuff
Yep.
too. So if you have any questions, maybe you yourself want to join virtually, you're a tribal member and you're kind of, I don't know how to set it up on my laptop or anything like that. You have the ability, because you're a multimedia coordinator, to do that and stuff. So set up a time with you to make an appointment. You can check it out and stuff,
Come in and I can walk you through setting it up. I mean, you can even do it on your phone.
Yep.
Is it Teams now?
Nope, it's still
No.
Zoom.
Still
Yep.
Zoom?
Still
Okay.
using Zoom, but some programs are going off to Teams. So
Okay.
the safety committee mission,
Yeah.
those guys use Teams.
Didn't know.
The last thing I want to talk about is this is kind of the virtual realm and everything too. I wasn't there for it, but last Thursday they had the enrollment form. I seen some people say that they didn't get the link and stuff. Did you guys?
Well, I think that maybe possibly it went to spam because Bethany's mom said she didn't get it, so we were thinking it went to her spam.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay. And if you do want to see the recap of that, that's available. You just have to get permission from the secretary, Annabeth or Little George, and they can send that out. Right? We do have a copy of that.
Yeah.
What was discussed and
Yep.
stuff. Okay. So there is a process, but we can run you through that if you guys want to see the outcome of what was discussed at the enrollment form and stuff. A lot of good information, to my understanding. And this is what I just asked people, how did it go and stuff. It's a start. And far as when you come to enrollment, it's just like everybody has their opinions, and there's some good ideas and there's some bad ideas, and there's just all this and that. But to my understanding, this is what I took away with it. Everybody said it's a start, and we need to have more. So we need to have more positive, progressive, and then also to make progress towards that dialogue, to kind of come to a resolution, a solution, whatever it may be and stuff. But man, you talk about, I keep calling it a snarl. You ever see those fishing lines that get tangled up and all that and stuff, man?
That's
We're
a
gonna have
snarl.
to try. Yeah, we're gonna have to. A snaggle snarl. Anyways, Brian, thank you for joining us.
Sure.
Christina, appreciate you coming on, webmaster. And Kevin, we're going to continue to drive here. We got one more guest here, and that's going to be the viral sensation HCI's Beetle. Is going to be joining us here momentarily. So thank you guys. All righty. So, Kevin, you're a sports guy, football. Kind of recap while we invite up Beetle to come on up here. What do you think about last night's game?
I thought I shouldn't have called without Jack Queen.
Not that game.
Oh, that's the only game I watched last night.
The Natty. Is that what they call
Remember
it?
remember the seat I drew? My back was to the TV.
Oh, you didn't get to see it?
No.
So, Indiana Hoosiers.
That amazes me. I didn't even know they had a football team.
Man, isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy?
That blows me away.
And they went undefeated. Congratulations to them and stuff. But I'd like to welcome in. How you doing, man? Give us your introduction.
Yeah, thanks, Garan. For people listening and watching, my name is Caden Cleveland. I work at Ho Chunk Inc. in the Community Impact and Engagement Department. I'm the Community Programs Coordinator and Winnebago tribal member. Grew up here and graduated from Winnebago Public School. And then my parents are Craig Cleveland Sr. and Deanna Koya Cleveland.
Nice. Great introduction,
Yeah.
Beetle. And I know that you have some events coming up, and I'll just turn the floor over to you.
Yeah, so our biggest one coming up is this Thursday. We have the Fan Appreciation Night. Just want to invite everyone. All is welcome. You don't have to be a Winnebago community member or anything. We're handing out 450 hot dogs. So we'll start handing those out at 4:30. So make sure you
cool.
get there. And then during the halftime of both Winnebago games, varsity Bago girls and basketball boys will do a halftime shot, and that's brought to you by the Ho Chunk Way group, and all proceeds will go to the Veterans Association.
Oh, cool. Right on, man. How much does it cost to try your hand?
For the halftime shot?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll just be $1.
Oh, what?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
So they call it pop for a shot, I believe.
Oh, all right. All righty. Cool, man. That is awesome. So, if you've never been to a fan appreciation evening, I know that this is the opportunity, too, for you to meet some of the HCI staff that they come down, kind of roll up their sleeves and serve you, and some might have questions, things like that. I think it's a good outreach event to reach out to the community. Winnebago does have a great fan base, and so appreciate you doing all this and that. But how did it kind of get started, and why do you guys continue it on?
It's just giving back to the community.
Yeah.
Always staying connected, making sure everyone is connecting. It don't matter if you're a Winnebago tribal member or a community member. We just like to give back to the community and just make sure everyone's having a good night for the basketball games.
Right, yeah. Ho Chunk Incorporated, yep.
And it's not always basketball. We'll try to switch it up every now and then. We'll try to do a football game, volleyball, even try to sneak in like a wrestling match as well. So
cool.
So those will be forthcoming as well.
Winnebago has, for the longest time since I was in high school and you were in high school, has been a basketball kind of, that's, how do you say it? It's like a underlined code. And you ever see the start of Varsity Blues is like you have to play football and stuff, It's kind of a thing around here, which is great. Athletics gives that physical fitness and our kids get something to do, and there's a lot of talent. But recently we've been kind of changing. You see that All Nations Championship game and all this and that,
That's just because you guys are young. Back in my day, we played
football.
We played football. We went to state in football, and we made the districts in basketball. There's 5 of us, and we played everything. We lost a track meet once because one of us didn't show up.
Wow.
Otherwise we won all our track meet. We were. Yeah.
You guys can run.
You guys are just young.
All right. What else you got, Beetle?
I just coming up here to promote the Fan Appreciation Night, but on top of that, for the game on Thursday, it is being announced. It's not confirmed yet, but Winnebago is leading in the votes for the Pinnacle Bank Game of the Week for that. I don't know if you're aware of that.
No. Tell me more about it.
If you go to Winnebago Public Schools page, you can vote for the Game of the Week. And they shared it like earlier this week or on Sunday, I believe. It opened Sunday and it will end this Wednesday at noon. And you can vote for 4 different games. So Winnebago is leading big right now. They have 76% of the votes. And the next one closest to them is 13. So
wow.
So it's not confirmed yet, but that pretty much sums it up.
Can you look up on the screen and tell me where to go to do the votes?
Well, if you go to
I'm at Winnebago Public Schools.
If you go on the Facebook page.
Oh, okay, Facebook. All right.
Yeah, they shared it on there, and you have to scroll down. I think they shared it yesterday, but you just push the link and you go down, and then you vote for the Game of the Week. And it's not like on your register account. You can do it on any device you want. So like saying you can go on your iPad to vote, your phone to vote, and your laptop. So
cool.
That'll be 3 votes right there. So
nice.
So if you really strategically do it, you can vote.
You're a sports guy, Beetle. I know that you help coordinate with the Bandits, and you did an internship and everything up there, and then we did like a culture night up there at the Bandits and stuff. That was freaking phenomenal. And how is the team this year?
The Bandits team?
No. How's Winnebago?
Winnebago?
Did you catch any games? I know that your sister plays, right?
Oh yeah. So Winnebago girls basketball, they're I'd say they're right there. They have their ups and downs. Time from time, but they're a good team once they all get on the same page. And
nice.
It's pretty hard to stop them once they're getting going.
Yeah.
And then for the boys, I believe they're sitting at 9-2 right now.
Oh wow.
So
Who'd they lose to?
They lost to Norfolk Catholic and Pender in a close one.
Oh, okay.
So, but this game is going to be a real good one for the boys.
Ponca, right?
Ponca. I think they're sitting at 9-3 as well.
Wow.
So it's going to be a good one. A lot of people hopefully come out and
Predictions. What's your predictions?
Well, just watching how Winnebago boys been playing recently, it looks like they're all on the same page. Coach David Winget has the best combinations to put out there.
Yeah.
So I trust him and the coaching staff, and I believe Winnebago should come out on top by at least 5.
It'd probably be a good game, huh?
I think they're really starting to gel. I mean, they've been playing together for a
Yeah.
while, you know.
I haven't seen them in the new year. I called them last year, and they were still kind of filling each other out and
Yeah.
stuff. But man, there's some talent out there. The points, you know, they can shoot and they can drive. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
we got to call them at Omaha Nation, and the boys did phenomenal. You know, and so speaking of Omaha Nation, the girls,
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
I think they only lost one game. And they beat the top-ranked team as Oakland Craig or something like that.
Oakland Craig.
I know they're up in the top 5 and stuff, and they took them down. So
They,
we have to keep an eye on them too.
Coaches poll, they broke the top 10, I believe.
Did they really?
Omaha Nation. And Winnebago's sitting 13th in C1.
Okay.
Boys. So
Wow.
that's we got some talent around here. Well, we always have. you know.
Yeah. So this game on Thursday. Not only is it Fan Appreciation Night, but it should be a good game with kind of some of the high stakes kind of riding on the line as far as polling, right?
Yep.
More reason to attend.
Yeah, and then it'll just be a lot of PowerPoints for Winnebago, win or lose.
Yeah.
Ponca's up in their rankings in their class, and then another good game that's going to be coming up for the Winnebago is Winnebago boys is going to be Ashland Greenwood, and they're sitting at number 2 in C1. So-
Okay.
So yeah,
Hey,
we got a lot.
They won't know what to expect from us. Run and gun.
Real quick,
Resball.
I want to give a shout out to Gayla Whitewater. She's been doing the Wopetis, and she's been doing the clans for season 2. And she's been doing these reels and stuff. Now, we've been noticing you too, Vito. And you got 2 reels out, or 2 little short clips and stuff. One about like changing and making sure you don't
getting ready for an interview.
yeah. And then I know that you're trying to bring a T-bomb in, but we stopped you at the door. You can't bring no T-bomb in and stuff. But tell us about those reels, man.
Yes, it's just promoting our programs and events coming up, and just making it more lively for the community. Because a lot of people like a lot of marketing's changing nowadays. So,
Yeah.
So we're just trying to up our new marketing tools.
Using humor
Yeah.
as a way to, and it's really cool because there's kind of a correlation and stuff too. So that's awesome, man. Keep up the good work. Yeah. Where can people find those reels if they're like, what is he talking about?
So you could just go on your Facebook page, look up Ho Chunk Inc.'s main page, and then you can just find them there.
That's cool. We want to do one with you. We've got to figure something out and stuff. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Coming soon. Coming soon. More reason to tune into the Big Voice and more reason to tune into the HCI's one and stuff, you know.
Yep.
But nonetheless, so Thursday, 4:30.
Yep, 4:30.
Okay.
Doors open at 3:30. So if you want to get there early, get your seats, because I feel like it's going to be a real packed game. So get there early and get your seats and hot dog as well.
I know people are going to ask, but when's the next time? And you probably don't know this question, so I apologize for springing it upon you and stuff. But I seen some of the footage and everything too, where the elders got to kind of tour Warhorse. And can you believe it's almost going to be a year in April? We were down there for the grand opening of phase number 2 in Omaha.
Yeah.
And you can go back and look to our YouTube page to see that live. We got an interview with Lynn McNally and then also Lance Morgan and some of the crew. Aaron did an interview, but that was historical making stuff, and it's just all going well and stuff. There's probably a lot of questions about Warhorse and kind of, you know, I hear like Lincoln's going to be expanding here pretty soon and stuff, you know. So we'll need to get kind of, if you can go back to your colleagues and say, hey, you know, Big Voice would like a Warhorse update and stuff, we would appreciate that.
Yeah, and then like for the community and people listening, just come to Fan Appreciation Night. You can probably have all those questions answered at the
Oh, there you go.
yeah, with some of our executives and some of our HI employees that work for Ho Chunk Inc. and
Yeah.
Warhorse and all the other entities.
For sure. All right, Beetle, do you have any shout outs?
Just right now, just giving the shout out to the Winnebago Indians. they're doing good things.
Big Blue?
Yep, Go Big Blue. Not only for basketball, but in all sports. There's like esports. You have a lot of kids in there going to state. Recent.
We got a bowling team.
Yeah, bowling team.
really?
Unified bowling. Yep. So.
I have to say something. I'm not tooting my own horn and stuff, but I'm pretty proud. I was an RA in college, right?
Yep.
And over at Wayne State, and we wanted to. I remember we were last place. Nighthart Hall was last place in intramurals. You know, they do like the intramural cup or something like that. And I told and I challenged my guys, get in flag football, get in bowling, get in all this and that. And I said, okay, well, you're challenging us and stuff. You join our bowling team. We come away with the championship. We got 10 points, man. We weren't last place. We weren't first place either, but so I could say I'm a bowling intramural champion at Wayne State College. That's cool, man, that they got a bowling team.
He can leave the intramural part off.
I'm a collegiate.
There you go.
Collegiate.
NCAA division. What is it? What is Wayne State? D2.
Yeah.
But anyways, Vito, appreciate you coming on. Come up anytime and give us some good information. We look forward to your next reels, and we look forward to seeing you on Thursday.
Hey, before you head out, this is something you probably don't know.
Did you know?
Did you? Well, letting you know. I don't know how to say it, but his dad was the reason I joined the Army.
Oh.
Yeah, he joined the Army first. He come back and let me know that it wasn't that bad, and I can make it. And I figured, you know what, Craig, if you can do it, I know I can do it. So he's the reason I joined the Army.
Wow. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, you are a combat veteran.
Yes, I am. So is he.
Yes, for sure, for sure.
He was in the 1st Armored Division. I was in the 2nd Armored Division. I think that's kind of crazy. I wear a big red patch on my thing. It's with the number 2 on it. His has the number 1. I see him wearing that hat around.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, shout out to your dad, man.
Yep. Give him a shout
sure,
out. Craig
for sure.
Cleveland Sr.
Yes, yes. All right, guys. You guys have, Vito, you have a good rest of your day, man.
Yep. You too, guys, and all the listeners listening.
For sure. That was pretty cool. Caden Cleveland helping us on that. All righty. MC Eves. We are going to dismiss this Winnebago Talks episode. What'd you think so far? We got the joke of the day coming up. You want to hear it?
I thought I was looking at it.
Okay. How do you make antifreeze? You take away her blanket. Yeah, you could use that one, man. You could use that one.
Not anymore. Here we go. Here we go. Now we're getting ready to have some fun.
All right. Oh, okay. We gotta like to invite in MCBKCs with
The answer is?
The answer is. I love it. Did you hear my joke? Okay. I'm gonna try it. Okay. How do you make antifreeze?
Oh gosh.
You take away her blanket.
Oh my god.
Ooh, man. Okay. So that's you guys. I want to hear that one.
Did you hear mine?
No, I didn't.
You said the joke of the day. I'm looking at it.
Who's he looking at? No.
I had a corny one.
The mirror.
The dad jokes are definitely there, but what do you call a cow with 2 legs?
Cow with 2 legs.
Mm-hmm. Lean beef.
Lean beef.
What do you call a cow with no legs?
Oh, I don't know.
Nothing. It won't come.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're trying to make it. Yeah, okay, I got you. All right, so we're going to go into the rendition of The Answer Is.
Yes.
Now, if you never played The Answer Is, we challenge those listeners that are online right now to help us on out. If you know the answer, scream at your phone, scream at your radio, and we will channel that and try to get the correct answer. MCBKC, go for it.
Okay, so of course the answer B, this being Milt, we still have to figure that out, guys. There are multiple choice for all of them, and you guys have a post-it in front of you, so simply write A, B, C, or D on that, since we're both in the room, and we'll go from there, okay? Question number 1. On this day in 1960, the famous quote was heard, "Ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country." Who said this? Multiple choice if you need it.
JFK. What is it, 1960?
On this day in 1960, the famous quote, "Ask not what your country can do for
Yeah,
you,
I'm gonna go with
but what you can do for your
John
country."
Fitzgerald Kennedy.
I'll take the minus point and go with
Multiple choice?
Yep.
Multiple choices: A. JFK, B. Adlai Stevenson, C. Harry Truman, D. Queen Victoria.
I'm going with Truman just because he went with JFK.
Okay, and the answer, of course, is JFK. John F. Kennedy, sworn in on this day in 1960 as the youngest president ever to be sworn in.
How old was he?
I want to say he was in his early 50s, or was he in his 40s? I can't remember.
Oh,
It's been
yes,
too
I got
long.
him. I got
He was-
FCBKC, yes.
But he was
know
very young, very young.
You know what I was just thinking?
Yeah.
The paper is 54 years old. I'm older than the paper.
I know.
That's horrible. I felt old. As soon as you said 50, I was like, oh, man.
I'm older than the paper.
I'm older than the paper, man.
So JFK said that on this day in 1960 at his inauguration. Okay, question number 2, if multiple choice if you need it. Also on this day in 1982, Black Sabbath frontman Ozzy Osbourne famously decapitated an animal on stage. What kind of animal was it? Multiple
Rat.
choice if you need it.
I'm going to go with your answer, but I'm going to put a B in front of it. It's a bat.
Okay. So the multiple choice answers were A, tiger, C, a cat, B, a bat, D, a pigeon.
Oh, man.
The answer was
rat's
a
ain't even on
bat. The answer was a bat. Yes.
I knew it was something like it was either bat or a
Man,
mouse.
I'm pitching a shutout here.
Yes, yes, indeed. So question number 3.
Get on the board, Kevin. Come on.
Question number 3. Put your thinking caps on.
Let's go, Kevin.
Something famous was made official, quote unquote, on this day in 1982. What was it? Or,
My brother graduated
in
from high school.
1882. Excuse
Ooh,
me.
1882.
Yes.
I was going to say I was born in 1981. But okay, I'm going to need multiple choice.
Yes. Multiple choice, Kevin? You don't know it outright? Was it A, the first basketball game was played? B, the first Negro Baseball League was formed? C, the first women's vote was held? D, Alaska became a state?
In 1882.
D.
I'm going to go
was
with the
it
first one.
First basketball game played? The choices are first basketball game played.
Yeah.
The first Negro Baseball League was formed. The first women's vote was held. Or D, Alaska became a state.
All right. What do we got?
What do you guess,
He
Kevin?
said D.
I said D.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking C.
Alaska, and then Garen's going with basketball?
Yeah.
It is basketball.
Oh, can I do it?
Yes.
6-0.
The first official basketball game was held on this date.
Where was he
Excuse
on
me,
Christmas?
1892. I had the date wrong, but anyway, so yes. Okay, question number 4 then. The Concorde flew for the first time crossing the Atlantic with supersonic speeds on this date. In what year? So the Concorde, of course, is a supersonic airplane which can cross the Atlantic in
go
a
to
matter
UK,
of
right?
hours. It usually flies in between New York and London and or Paris. But yes, it flew supersonic across the Atlantic in what year?
I'm going 82.
Okay.
Okay.
Multiple choice if you need it.
Yeah, give me
Multiple
multiple
choice,
choice. I'm trying to pitch the set out here, so I don't want to mess it
Okay.
up.
Was it A, 1984, B, 1976, C, 1990, or D, 1983?
Oh, you said 82.
So 84,
Wasn't on there
76,
again.
90, or 83?
83.
83
I'm going
says
to go
Kevin.
a little bit earlier. So that's 76.
76?
Yeah, come
Okay.
on. Come on.
And the answer was 1976.
Yeah!
Yes. Yeah, you can redeem yourself if you can tell me the name of the company, Kevin. So if it was Hawaiian Airlines,
I was gonna say British Airlines.
British Airlines, close. Air France.
Oh, man. Dang, Kevin. Kevin.
Okay.
Wow, that was lunch, man. I never pitched a shutout and
So
my
finally,
entirety.
question number 5.
Oh.
Also on this date, Louis XIV was executed by guillotine following the French Revolution. The people said they had enough. Let them eat cake. Remember Marie Antoinette? And of course, they ran over the country and executed Louis XIV by guillotine.
Yikes.
When was the last guillotine execution?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you a story. I went to Saudi Arabia not too long ago.
Okay.
Right? They do have a place called Chop Chop Square, and they are very strict on their religion.
Yes.
You can't practice anything. You can't. What do they call it? Where you cheat? What is that called?
Adultery.
Yeah, adultery, pornography. If you steal something, they literally chop off your hand.
Yeah.
Right.
And so they had, I mean, like, I didn't want to go down there and check it out and stuff like that, but they were like, yeah, you could see the blood stains and all this and that and stuff, you know, so they do their way over there, man. Chop Chop City, it's crazy. Look it up. It's in Riyadh. But, so when the last guillotine beheading, is that what it is?
Execution.
That's the one that goes up
Yes.
and...
Yeah, basically.
Okay. And
Decapitates.
Yeah, that's crazy. When's the last one they had?
I loved it because then remember on the 1980s movie Can't Buy Me Love, his younger brother was doing a research paper on the French Revolution, and his model was he had a Barbie doll and
Beheaded, huh?
I like that movie. I don't remember that part.
Barbie got beheaded. Yes, because he was complaining to his parents. You have a, what did he say? A doll murdering homicidal maniac, and what do? You give him money.
Okay.
Anyway, sorry.
So, give me multiple choice.
Multiple choice. So the last guillotine execution in France was in 1900, 1968, 1945, or 1977. Louis the 14th. I want to say it was 1780. I want to say 1789, I think. Somewhere in that range. The French Revolution, anyway. So
1977.
that's your guess?
No.
Oh,
I'm going to exclude that one out.
okay.
Are you going to go with that one?
Yep.
So there was
1977?
1900,
Because you're excluded.
1968, 1945, and 1977.
What was the first one?
1900.
I'm going to go 1900.
Okay.
1900.
1900, 1968, 1945, 1977. The last guillotine execution by the government of France.
77.
77?
I mean, in your lifetime, they had a guillotine in your lifetime.
Yes.
They haven't. Rihanna didn't know about it until just now. So.
Okay, I'm interested.
I've been to Saudi Arabia.
I'm very
And
interested.
Kevin is correct. 1977.
What?
Yes.
No
they
way.
executed
And that was for lunch.
He was a terrorist that I believe was convicted from Tunisia, and that was the last man that they executed by guillotine.
Man, France?
Yes, 1977.
I am shocked. Dang, those guys.
Mm-hmm.
Can you believe that? 1977. That's
Yes.
not too long ago, man. Wow, what a
So-
what a way to go. I mean, I know there's lethal injection.
Yeah,
and
sure.
There's the death penalty.
Mhm. Yes.
And yeah, Saudi Arabia still has
It
Chop
is a
Chop
very
City.
morbid. It is a
You
very,
guys-
very morbid
Either one of you
story.
guys watch Landman?
No.
Yeah, I watched it. What'd you
Well,
think?
well, on there, when she asked him what he wanted to eat, the way she asked him, if he was on death row, what would your last meal be? Why would you ask the question last night? Well, she goes, I don't want to know. Well, maybe I want beef. Maybe I want chicken. I want your ultimate meal. I thought that was a cool way to ask.
I think it's just statistically, isn't it, cheeseburger and fries? I believe that is the
I have no
the
clue.
largest request. It's either cheeseburger and fries or like a steak.
I would think it'd be steak, but
I'm going to a surf and turf.
I'm pretty sure it's cheeseburger and fries, though, the highest number.
Crab legs and filet mignon. I don't know. I'm a big ribeye guy though. I'm not really into that little puck. You know.
I'm going with the same thing. It's out of season.
Yeah, so it's something to Google and whatever
about you?
else. But I would probably seriously go with that. What's wrong with a good cheeseburger and fries? The last one. Bam.
I'll go to either prime rib or steak. I mean, ribeye. I mean,
Something.
Iron horse
baked potato.
prime rib. Yeah.
Yes,
I mean,
indeed.
crazy.
Absolutely.
All righty. So, what was the score again?
4-1.
But he said, if I got the last one right, I was the winner. That's what I heard.
I think it was more than that because I guessed the first two. So it was
Right.
It was 2, 4,
2 points each.
5, 6 to 1.
Yes.
Anything over 5 is lunch. So yes. Thank you guys for helping me out.
Yeah.
No response from Kevin. Okay. All right, folks. We appreciate you joining us here today for Winnebago Talks. A lot of good information. Appreciate the Physical Resources Director and MCBKC. When's the next time? I want to talk about a little bit about our radio station here. 2 things. One is if we're looking for a radio station manager, if you know anybody that wants to help us lead us to the next stage of the Big Voice, have them apply. It's posted on the Winnebago Tribes. There's a closing date and all this and that, but it gives a description and stuff. We'd love to have you join our team. The other one is yesterday I debuted a big hour, Artificial Intelligence. Did you listen to it? Did you get to hear it?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you have to listen to it and stuff. But it's pretty interesting.
It's very controversial.
It is, man. I was like, what is this? This is crazy. But people were telling me, like, if you get a guitar and you put it into a computer, it's AI anyway, right? I mean, because you're using the help of assisted intelligence. Is that correct? I mean, like, let's have this debate here.
No.
I disagree.
You disagree?
It's not helping you. It's working with you.
It's recording you.
T-Pain using auto-tune.
That's helping.
Okay, so you hate T-Pain.
No, I love T-Pain. I love the auto synthesizer, but that is changing something. If you got a guitar going into a computer, all it's doing is, like you said, recording you.
What's your thoughts?
The difference for me is if the computer is generating the content, then it is false, it's fake, and it shouldn't be listened to. But if it is based on, like in a remix standard, because I've loved remixes forever, that's where they're usually, altering or changing content from a creative person.
Yeah.
Then that is a different thing. But
Drake kind of made some headlines because he altered his voice to sound like Tupac. And he put out that song, and they were like, why would you do that? And it was pretty interesting. He did sound like Tupac. You can tell on these AI songs, though, there's a certain frequency.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you hear it?
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah.
pretty interesting. The thing that really blew my mind is that you talked about auto generation or something like that.
Yeah.
So you put in these prompts. Give me a black male singer that has a raspy voice, sing Guns N' Roses, Paradise City, in the style of the 60s blues.
Yeah.
And it pops out a song.
Yeah.
And you listen to it, and this guy is doing these runs where, like, oh, baby. It's just like, oh, my God. I mean, like, he generated that from, I don't know, maybe analyzing all these Motown songs?
Oh yeah, definitely, and it's very, very. Some of them I have to say, because I've heard them, and we talked about that, of course, previously. There was a AI version that was created of a new song. It was not a previous one, but it was a song using the voice likenesses of Chris Stapleton and Lady Gaga.
Sounded amazing, too.
Yes, and it was an amazing song, but then it was like, they never even sang that, and I was like, nah, can't do that, whatever. But I have to say it by the same token, I've heard some of them, and I'm like, shut that off.
Yeah.
It's like, who thought of that? It's like, nah.
Right.
And I first heard matchups, man, with country music and rap. I thought that was pretty cool. I was blown away. I was writing down songs left and right.
Well, like Big X the Plug, I mean, he's doing a lot of good things. I keep an eye on him.
Yeah.
Post Malone, he kind of crossed over, went back to country, and all this and that. It's getting huge and stuff, But the one that really kind of exposed me was back in my days was Tim McGraw and Nelly. They did that one song.
Dilemma.
Over again.
Yeah, it was over and over again. It was like, what is this? So that was pretty cool. But
Well, who sings Dilemma then?
Kelly
Rowland.
yeah, and Nelly.
I almost said Kelly Price, but no, Kelly Rowland. Yeah. So.
Anyways, so the long way about this question is, when's the next time you're going to be on air?
Well, I did a Songs Turning 30 just before the new year, and I thought that was pretty cool. And of course, 1995 is what we were going back to, and there's a ton of music in that. So of course, now here we are in 2026, so it's begging the question, Songs Turning 30 from 1996. Those were some of my favorite years in the 90s. 94, 95, 96, I think were just jam-packed with songs.
You ever see that? I see those reels and stuff. Songs are turning 30 this year, and it's like you're like Usher, and I'm like, that song is 30. That makes me old.
I know. Well, the ones that are gonna floor you is the songs that turn 40 and the songs that turn 50, because I can listen to those and I'm like, oh God, no.
You're like, no, man. That's crazy. Anyways, folks, you have a good rest of your day. We appreciate you tuning on to Winnebago Talks, 100.9 FM. We are the big voice. Any last words, guys?
I want to give a shout out to all the veterans. Desert Storm's 35-year anniversary this year.
That's right. Do you have a theme song for when you guys went over?
Nah.
35 years ago, 1990, there was a lot of good rock songs out in that time period, as well as MC Hammer was huge.
All I know is I want to give a shout out to my ex-wife for sending me all them batteries to listen to music. And I'm one of the only people that didn't come back last week because I had batteries. Traded for food. I mean, for real.
Oh my God.
Pretty interesting, huh?
It was, yeah.
It's a good shout out. Good
It was
shout
all
out.
cassette tapes. Back then it was cassette tapes, and it was,
One final, I guess, announcement to anyone that is a Winnebago Tribal garbage customer. The Winnebago tribe, by motion of the tribal council, is moving service to King's Disposal on or before March 1st of this year. So look for that discourse that will be coming out. Every single garbage customer will receive a written notification, and if you have any questions, the contact information will be on the letter.
All righty. Good notice there. Public service announcement brought to you by Physical Resources. All right, folks, thank you again for tuning in to Winnebago Talks. We're off the air. You guys have a good rest